Welcome back to Grandma Worldwide Radio. This is Unfiltered. I'm Ian James.
It's your boy Jay Skyline. We about to get into that sports talk. Y'all know what time it is. It's been the same thing for almost 2 months now. It's the NBA playoffs. So it's actually the best thing about the NBA playoffs that it's so long.
Yeah.
Like, because the NFL, it's over so fast, and then your heart's broken at some point.
Yeah. It's like one game. It's like, that's it. But
Oh no, I don't want. That's the one thing. Like, sometimes I'm just like, yo, let it be one game. Well, these niggas have to put it on one game.
that's a lot.
That's what they did. That's like That's the best thing they did to baseball was that wild card game where it's like, oh yeah, y'all both got one chance to figure out how to get in the playoffs.
Yeah.
So, but y'all know what time. We're gonna start it off with what's easy and what is going on. The Warriors beat the Trailblazers and swept them a couple days ago. It is what it is at this point. I told y'all, bro. I told y'all when Damian Lillard hit the shot against Russell Westbrook, and all that other shit that was going on. Like what, that no matter what happened, I always say the gentleman's sweep because in the NBA playoffs, outside of the first round, the one seed going against the 8 seed, you get swept. I'm sorry, you might not even supposed to beat her. The NBA has 16 teams that make the playoffs, and they only have 30 teams. So more than half the league makes the playoffs. So obviously, there's going to be some delusion about who's making the playoffs. Like some of these dudes don't deserve to be here.
Mm-hmm.
But when you get to the Western Conference Finals, I don't expect nobody to get swept. At least get the gentleman's sweep.
Yeah.
The gentleman, like, get that one at your crib.
That's what I'm saying. Like, they couldn't even do that. That's like, I was pretty upset about that whole game. The series wise, you just can't.
And no Kevin Durant at all.
Like that. What?
And no Kevin Durant.
Like he just. Got...
And also, because I see the memes. No Kevin Durant or DeMarcus Cousins. There's. And they got fucking Bogut out there acting like it's 2016. Oh yeah, you're right. They didn't have Andre Iguodala. I forgot about that. Which I always forget now because he's basically their sixth man. And like he has to start when other people ain't playing. And he's like the most content. You know why I also forget about Andre? He ain't going nowhere. He gonna retire a Golden State Warrior. You remember he was like the best player on the Sixers just before they decided to go to full-blown process mode where they tanked for like 25 years. It was only like 5 years, but y'all know what I mean. But he was like the last star player for the Sixers. He was like one of the last people to go to an all-star game from the Sixers, I think, before they went real south. So, if not an all-star game, I know he was like all-NBA, at least second or third team. But yeah, no, that was terrible. So, yeah, he's never going anywhere. Curry might leave at some point, but like that'd be later on, like 2022, 2023.
No, do you think so?
Yeah, because it's the NBA. That's the weird thing. Like, I feel like in the NBA, you just got to wait till people retire and go get the jersey if you want it.
Yeah.
And go get whatever jersey you want from the team if it's respectable enough. Because sometimes dudes don't be like, unless you're from Chicago, who wants that D Wade Bulls jersey? He was on the team for like a year and a half. That's what I'm talking about. Like there's some people where I'm like, oh, like, are you getting a Shaq Celtics jersey?
I'd be a Celtics fan, but
I don't even think if you, bro, how low on the list of things are you going, like, that can't be low. Like, real low. If you're a real Celtics fan, you got to have like every other jersey. Especially if you're from Boston, because I feel like you would have a lot of other jerseys.
Oh yeah. That would just be like another part of the collection. That's all. Like you just got the Shaq. Yeah.
He said no Cleveland, no Suns. He actually, the thing about the Suns though, when he played, he wasn't terrible yet. He wasn't good. Also, there was nobody else on the team, but he wasn't terrible. Like people look at that Suns team. The good thing about the Suns, they had a good training staff at that time, so they were like keeping him alive, basically.
Keeping him alive.
They got him on the. That's when he started doing the icy hot commercials.
Yeah.
So like he was getting right, and then when he went to Cleveland and Boston, he was like, I don't got the same stuff. He got the special water from Space Jam. So back over to the playoffs. So like I said, the Warriors swept out the Portland Trailblazers. Mm-hmm. We're over that. Like I said, I thought this was happening. Y'all ain't get one. Now people's talking about blowing up your squad and shit because I'm like, they think they're talking about trading C.J. McCollum because Damian already has the contract. Like it's a done deal with Damian Lillard. So they're probably going to try to trade C.J. McCollum to try to get somebody better. I don't know who the hell they think they're going to get better. And the problem is the only free agent that I think will go somewhere random doesn't help them. And that's Kemba Walker because he's a point guard. Or you could call him like a cross guard if you want. But they don't need him. And honestly, is he really better than C.J. McCollum? Like, We don't really know. He's been playing on the I'm calling the Bobcats.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's one thing I'll say. I'll call them the Bobcats if anything. Like, y'all ain't really been a good Hornets team yet.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, so like that's how I look at things. Because like, Anthony Davis ain't going to Portland. Jimmy Butler ain't going to Portland. I don't know what the hell Jimmy Butler about to do. We're gonna talk about that in a second.
There's a lot of people can go anywhere.
No. Some of these things I think are done deals. We're gonna, like I said, some of these things are done deals.
Okay.
But in the other series, which one series is over and one series is tied. Like this is weird this year. Western Conference Finals done. Eastern Conference Finals, oh shit. Like that would be tied up. Toronto put it on the Milwaukee Bucks on the other night. Got out. First quarter was close. They started pushing away in the second quarter, and they never really were coming back after that. Like I said, it was just they got away in the second quarter, and it was a steady gain to a 18-point victory.
I mean, it's still a pretty big deal.
Yeah, and the funny part is Giannis still got 25 with 10. 25 rebounds and 5 rebounds, 25 points. My bad.
Okay.
So it wasn't like Giannis had a bad game, but also, oh wow, Middleton at 30. Middleton at 30. I'm sorry. For once, I wasn't able to get like my normal stuff. I'm giving all my honest reaction for once. Damn, all right. Because if that's wild for Bledsoe to have 5, Bledsoe's the reason I lost. That's what I can see right now. Bledsoe had 5 points and 2 rebounds. And I'm sorry, your point guard can't be doing all that. Yeah, like your point, like unless it's Kyrie Irving, like you can't be doing all that. 5 points and 2 rebounds. Like if you go have 5 points, you need to have like 12 assists. So like that. Now I see what happened. And Brook Lopez didn't ball, but I'm telling you, if you thought Brook Lopez was gonna be the dude that was gonna win this series, then that's your fault. He had one good game. I'm cool with that.
Pretty good. Yeah, he had that. Nice
But again, the game he played, I told y'all back before, the amount of points he scored in that first game, he scored more points in that game than he did in the entire Sixers series. Should have told y'all what was up. So, but yeah, no, man, like, hey, man, the Bucks got to figure that out. And Kawhi, like I said, the Leonard and the Raptors have figured out how to play D against this longer team. Against not Kawhi. Giannis Antetokounmpo got his shots. I'm happy that I know how to pronounce this nigga's name because everybody else be trying to go that. No, because it's the one name I can pronounce.
Wow, that's your dude.
Like honestly, I want to get one of those Bucks jerseys, the one that got the whole solid buck on it. I'm cool like that. He's one of my favorite players to watch.
Yeah.
Even though I think at some point it's gonna go like down. Like
you think so?
Bro, he's too lanky. He's just too lanky. One day he's going like Paul George type injury or something.
Come on.
But Marc Gasol got the 17. They're also figuring out that they don't need to be playing Marc Gasol all the goddamn time. It is a beautiful thought to me because I'm like, they were playing Marc Gasol too much at some point. And I'm like, y'all don't need him out there that much. Kyle Lowry finally got 25. Kyle Lowry's like, I feel like this playoffs has proven that Kyle Lowry's not going to be a superstar. Like, cause man, like this whole thing has been Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi Leonard is also right now he's third all time in average scoring through the playoffs at this moment.
That's pretty wow.
Yeah, he's only behind LeBron James and I think it's just LeBron James. I think it's a back-to-back thing right now. I have to go and check that. But yeah, Kawhi Leonard's third on time in average scoring and through the playoffs. He is dragging this Raptors team to the finals, which I thought was what Giannis was going to do. And this is the problem. No matter which team makes it to the playoffs, I'm going to give y'all my honest answer tied up right now, just like I gave y'all with the Portland Trailblazers and Nuggets. One dude can't do it.
Yeah.
Like this is a classic series. We love it because this is like the classic 90s, 80s series where it's like there's one superstar and he has like a good set of role players around him. And it's not like in the years when, let's say the years Jordan was gone. The 2 years Jordan was gone. That's what the NBA got back to. It's going to be a team with a star and a good set of role players. You might get a duo, but y'all don't have 4. And that's what the Bucks Raptors series is. It's Kawhi Leonard, who has a decent number 2 in Kyle Lowry, who I'm just saying we've proven that now. And with Toronto, with Milwaukee, it's just a mix of a bunch of other decent players around Antetokounmpo because Bledsoe's a former All-Star, but he ain't the same Bledsoe. And also, he can't really shoot. This is the problem with Bledsoe. He can drive, he can get to the basket, but if he doesn't beat you, he's going to get that shit batted. He's not tall enough. Now, if he breaks that dude's ankles and gets to the shot, yeah, it's cool. But he's a drive point guard who's like 6'1"? He's short. So, yeah, Bledsoe, it's a hit or miss with him. So that's the reason Giannis is the greatest looking thing of all time. He's like 6'8", and he has like a 7'1" or 7'2" wingspan. That's ridiculous. Or it might even be bigger than that. It might just be short. Like, it might be wider than that. So, yeah, no, this is going to be interesting. But as interesting as everything else, y'all know about everything that's going on with everybody who's gone in the NBA. Right now, the big news is Jimmy Butler and where he's going to go.
Jimmy Butler. I don't know. He can go anywhere, really. I mean,
a lot of people, I know Philly fans want him back.
I mean, yeah, but they're not going
to. He might go back. Philly has the chance to give him the most money because how NBA stupid collective bargaining goes. NBA teams collective bargaining is that if it's your team, if you have a player that you legally can give them the most money, and other teams have a cap to how much money they can give them, so it's like a incentive to stay with the team you're on. So, but in this case, if Jimmy Butler just doesn't want to be in Philly, that doesn't matter.
I don't know. I just don't think it's really his team, but I don't know.
I think they need Jimmy Butler more than they need the Australian dude. I'm about to start calling him the Australian dude too. Like I need to, he's being. If it was a draft Dave Chappelle style, I would let him go. Ben Simmons been on. I've been finding some stuff about Ben Simmons recently that's wild. So I'm just like, we got to let Ben Simmons go.
Okay.
This ain't TMZ, so I ain't getting into it. But I'm just like, yeah, we got to let him go.
We just got to let him go. All right, so they would need somebody at that point.
Oh, no, the thing is, I think if you just get a couple more better role players against the East, man, I'm not talking about the West. Y'all can make it.
You're still gonna have to play against the West.
Oh, until even with Kevin Durant leaving, unless Green or Thompson leaves, I ain't worried about it.
Okay.
I'm at that point in the West. Like, what the hell? Like, honestly, they're gonna have to prove it with me and the Lakers at this point. I am so done with they my squad. That's fine, man. I feel like now I understand what it feels like to be like an NFL Redskins Cowboys fan, where you just know your ownership just doesn't know what the fuck they're doing. I've been laughing at people with terrible owners for years in the NFL because I'm more of an NFL fan than I'm a basketball fan. I can admit that. But now I see this where I'm like, yo, the owners of the team that I root for ain't shit. These niggas ain't shit. Y'all just some spoiled motherfuckers that inherited the team and don't know what the hell y'all doing. And that hurts. Yeah. Like I said, I'm not fully invested in the Lakers, but it's weird to be like, y'all niggas oh bro, I got y'all gear. Damn. Yeah. Now I see how it feels to be like a fan of the teams you root for.
Damn.
Well, you got two teams that actually consistently play good that are your favorite teams.
I mean, the Panthers ain't too bad. I think they're pretty good. Oakland. I mean, we could talk. Miami.
Bro, you weren't alive when Oakland had their stuff.
What?
So you weren't even alive when Oakland was playing good. They weren't even in Oakland when they were good.
They were what, in L.A.?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, what about so where do you think is it Kristaps Porzingis or whatever? Or wait, who is it? Somebody's trying to request a trade off the I think it's.
You okay, James?
Yeah.
Are you cool?
Yeah, him.
Who?
Kristaps Porzingis or Porzingis or whatever. I don't even.
Oh, he's trying to get off the. I don't think he could legally get traded already. He just got traded to Dallas. It's like you have to play a certain amount of games in the NBA after a trade to get traded again. You talking about Zion?
No, I'm pretty sure it was him. Somebody was starting to go back to Europe.
Oh, that's different. That's not a trade. That's just different.
Yeah.
No, that's a whole different story. Yeah, if you just dip, that's different.
Yeah.
You said a trade. No, going back to Europe is going back to Europe. That's leaving.
Yeah.
That's saying fuck it. He said trade.
He said he wanted a trade or he's going to Europe.
That's different.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, he's probably just going to Europe.
Okay.
Because he just get that's still.
I don't know. I'm just.
All right. In other news, the Jets are talking about trying to trade Le'Veon Bell already. And it's not even Le'Veon Bell's fault this time. They fired the general manager. The coach never wanted Le'Veon Bell at this price.
Who's gonna get him? Nobody's gonna pay for him.
Not yet. two good things for the Jets. The Jets already gave him $10 million, so if you look at how big his contract was, $10 million was already off because that was automatically given to him. Secondly, they have to wait a season. They can trade him now if they want. They don't have the same rules as the NBA. You can trade anybody whenever you feel like in the NFL. They don't care about this. Yeah, when it comes to Le'Veon Bell, it's the idea that it's so much money, and there's no proof. He hasn't played in 2 years.
Yeah.
So I think they're going to have to wait a season and hope he balls. And maybe not balls, but top 10. So, and then they could trade him next year. But they can't trade him now. Like, they could try if they want. They're going to get, it's not going to be a fair trade. Like, that's the thing. Like, you're going to look up and be like, how do you get traded for two third-round picks and, like, an offensive lineman from, like, that ain't that great? It's going to be something wild. But I just like, yo, how y'all just signed this man and y'all don't want him anymore?
I don't know. I don't know, dog.
You okay, bro?
I'm good. I'm sorry. Say that again. I'm sorry.
Okay. So, yeah, in other news, back on the Pittsburgh side of things, Darlene Harris is finally fallen on the north side in the election recently held for the council seat on that side of the city. She's been reigning for 12 years, and some people, she's had a two-way sided of things of going, and this is the reason we're separating this, because she's been one of the top politicians in the city. She's been the mayor's basically top rival, like the person that's been fighting the mayor tooth and nail on almost anything he does. And I don't have two things I always let y'all know. I do the show inside the city limits of Pittsburgh. I do not live inside the city limits of Pittsburgh. Y'all got your own problems when it comes to that shit. I just got to drive around in this motherfucker. All I want y'all to do is fix the potholes. I live like a mile outside the city. I ain't like saying I ain't in the area, but I'm just saying like I don't deal with y'all taxes. But being the top person fighting him in all this time, and really an up-and-comer taking over her spot, it is just a wild fact that Bob Wilson actually won the Pittsburgh's council primary upset. So Darlene Harris is out. I don't know what's going to happen about that. She's gotten a lot of trouble recently about like using Facebook and stuff anyway.
Uh-oh.
So,
For real.
well, you don't remember that when she was like, her account was like a city account on Facebook, and she was blocking people for saying mean stuff about her.
That's right.
And
I remember
that was illegal because her account's not like her own account.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, she got in trouble for that. I think the people might have gotten against that in their own whim, which I understand. So, yeah. Also, Ted Ginn is actually going to get it happen.
Is he going to race that kid?
Not the kid. But
this is a student or something who's for track scholarship, and he's trying to raise him for it.
No. But Ted Ginn has gotten a collective of football players to agree to race for $10,000. It's a viral track star takes all event. And, yeah, it's going to be pretty wild, man. He's really going to do this.
Who's showing up? Anybody?
Oh, no, there's some names and some people that I'm just like, why are y'all doing this? It's a two-way street on that. Give me 1 second. Here we go. The performers are going to be Alvin Kamara, Ted Ginn Jr. himself, Tariq Cohen, Robbie Anderson, which is the Jets wide receiver who's fast as shit. He's on the Jets. Mark Ingram, which is we'll talk about this in a second because like I got some questions. Jacoby Ford, formerly Oakland and some other teams, not in the NFL right now. Corey Coleman, who's not in the NFL right now either, formerly. Trey Waynes, cornerback from the Vikings, fast if you don't know who he is, but he's fast as shit. Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie, always around. Washington currently, and Budda Baker, safety from the Cardinals, and Kevin Bird, safety from the Titans. I'm going to keep it 100. I don't know much about the last two dudes on the list, so I'm not going to stunt on their speed. But if you're a safety and you're not a corner, I'm assuming you probably shouldn't be in this event.
You always be getting burnt.
So like, yeah, that's how I look at it. It's like if you was playing safety, you wasn't supposed to be like you're like because you know what happens to corners when they get old? They move to safety. So that's what they tried to do to Champ Bailey, and Champ Bailey is one of the greatest of all time.
Yeah.
So that's what I look at it. So let's get the elephant out the room. Mark Ingram, you played on the same team as Kelvin Kamara for like 2 years. We know you're not faster than him. No. So you're not. If you ain't gonna beat Alvin Kamara, then why are you here?
You're just here for like donating money, like that's pretty much it.
First thing, he's a power back. At the least, if you're
Yeah.
not a power back, then you're a balance back. If you're from Madden fan, like at the least, if you want to be called a balance back, where you're going to do like almost everything, fine. But you are not beating Alvin Kamara in this race. So if you can't beat Alvin Kamara, you're out. I'm not sure if Alvin Kamara is faster than Ted Ginn Jr., Tariq Cohen, Robbie Anderson, Jacoby Ford, and Trey Waynes. I honestly got to say that at this point, Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie is probably too old for this event. Love Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. I love anybody with the last name Cromartie in the NFL. It's honestly probably one of my favorite NFL families. And I looked it up. Most of these niggas didn't really know each other until they got to the NFL, but they are legitimately cousins. They just never.
Yeah.
But like just the fact that y'all all somehow decided to play corner. Y'all really wasn't really like cool before like the NFL. Like y'all met like 2 family reunions, and there's like 6 of them.
Yeah.
That's him.
Yeah.
That's him. Didn't remember all their names in the interview. I was weak.
That was yeah.
But so who do you think might get this? I'm out of this, James.
I don't know. This could be a pretty big one. I don't know. Ted Ginn is pretty fucking fast. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
The thing is,
he's like,
I've never thought about how fast Alvin Kamara might be in a straight line. He's just a shifty person. To me.
yeah.
Not person, player to me. I feel like when you call somebody a shifty person, that has like negative connotations. But yeah, Tariq Cohen's weird too because he's small.
Yeah.
Like he's small fast, so I don't know if you're like fast.
I don't think he's gonna. He'll like. Nah.
Robbie Anderson's fast as shit, but I don't watch the Jets, so I'm not sure. And if
don't-
you watch the Jets, and you have a weird life, so I don't know what y'all doing. Jacoby Ford was fast as fuck. I could give it to that, but you ain't in the NFL anymore, so I'm kind of confused about where this is going to go.
I don't see same thing with Corey Coleman.
The thing was Corey Coleman wasn't like a speed receiver. He was supposed to be like a body receiver, like a big dude. He was supposed to be like a blockout receiver.
Yeah.
So Trey Waynes, he's the black horse. I think Trey Waynes is the black horse. I'm not picking him, but he's the black horse. Well, y'all know that. If y'all dumb enough to bet on something like this.
Okay.
Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie is going to finish third. I don't think he's going to like get embarrassed. I just don't think he's going to win. And the other 2 dudes, I don't know what's going to happen with the last 2 dudes.
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna. I don't know what their 40s are, but I mean, how many years have these guys been in?
Not long.
Okay.
I know Kevin Bird was a first-round pick. I remember his name,
Yeah.
but I don't know who Butter Baker. I remember.
Buddha Baker.
Is it Buddha?
Yeah.
Buddha Baker. Oh, okay, never mind. Still not that fast, but he's good.
That's what I'm saying.
He is.
Speed out.
Yeah, all right. I was pronouncing the name wrong. My bad. Yeah, Buddha Baker. Shout out to the man behind the keyboard, our new producer out here. Hey man, let him know who you is real quick.
Mike.
I'll say because they can hear you. Malachi be talking shit too. Mike behind the boards right now. Malachi doing something else. But yeah, Buddha Baker, one of the better safeties in the NFL. Just again, if you're playing safety, I don't believe you fast. Prove me wrong. Make me have to eat crow. I'm cool with that, but I'm gonna keep it real until it happens. But again, the person that called this competition,
Again, I think he's pretty fast. He was like, I mean, he's getting up there in age, so like this is like he better like this is the last time he can be really running like that.
2 things: Ted Ginn Jr. does not have good hands.
No.
Second thing, we forget. Do we understand who the number 1 receiver on the Panthers Super Bowl team that just lost was? It was Ted Ginn Jr. Also the wide receiver with no hands. Because their wide receiver that turned into a tight end that they traded to Buffalo was hurt.
Yeah,
Kelvin Benjamin, by the time he left the Panthers, that man was a tight end that was playing as a wide receiver.
I just didn't know why they even had him.
If I was Jimmy Graham, I'd have went back to the league like, oh, if he's still being counted as a wide receiver, why can't I be counted as a wide receiver?
Ted Ginn in his prime takes the race hands down. Now just because he's been around for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Kamara, like you said, I never thought about a straightaway speed, but probably the best shot I think.
But then the other side, like I said, Mark Ingram, I don't know why. Like, are you just want to run? Because honestly, to God, I think you're gonna finish last. Like out of everybody I've looked at in this competition,
I think he might.
Who's he beating? I gotta get back to the. Oh man, but yeah, who's he beating, James?
I don't know.
Like unless he's like he might beat the safeties, but I actually might feel like the safeties might be like the last. That might be the race.
They would quit. They would just have to quit. You're like, oh no, you let Mark.
I doubt that. I mean, I doubt it. Even the safety.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I'm not disrespecting the safeties that much. I'm just like if he wasn't playing corner, that I'm just not looking at you as the same speed ratio. But there's levels of being a running back speed. Running backs don't have the same expect expectations to be fast.
Yeah.
If you a big running back that can run somebody the fuck over, they'll take you still. If you was the smallest dude on the planet, you can run fast, they'll take you. Like there's different levels to this shit. Safeties and corners is a pretty straight line thing. We don't have chubby safes. We don't have chubby corners.
No.
Like you notice, there's no linebackers out here. Like we can do this.
I mean, there's not really too many that could even attempt that, but yeah. But I don't know. I mean, I definitely think it's gonna be Ted Ginn. I think that's
Again, my dark horse is definitely Trey Waynes. And again, if Alvin, because I don't remember watching Alvin just bust out and break like a 60-yard eye and get touched. And again, you don't have to be the fastest person on the planet to do that, because Zeke does that a couple times, and I've seen Todd Gurley do that. And neither of them, I think, are the fastest running backs on the planet. Those are like my prototypical, like totally balanced running backs. They do everything in a certain way, but they're definitely not the fastest people on the planet. And before we go, speaking of running backs and stuff, Zeke Elliott apparently got detained in Vegas a couple days ago at a music festival. He was let go, and apparently like things were cool, but they just got some problems, man. Like I don't know what they're gonna do with Zeke, because Zeke's always getting in trouble for some shit.
did they let it slide? So they're gonna go ahead and suspend him?
Because it wasn't serious. I think it was like they thought it was gonna be a domestic, but it wasn't really a domestic, I guess. But they still.
What was it?
It was really more like I guess it was a misunderstanding. That's how they're trying to make it sound.
A misunderstanding.
I don't be trusting shit like that. But yeah, they're trying to call it a misunderstanding. I'm like, whatever y'all trying to say. Because they say he bumped into a dude, and he's saying he bumped into the guy. The guy's saying he pushed him to the ground. Like I said, it was over a chick though. So
He bumped him, but the guy he flopped.
we saying he hit a James Harden on him. Is that the delegation?
Oh, it's Zeke.
I mean, yeah, like it was buggy.
And honestly, hey man, if it was a flop, I'm not mad at you. I ain't mad at you. If that's how you roll, I can't live like that. But if you the lawsuit, man, I understand.
Mm-hmm.
There's people that are just like that in life, that is out here for that check.
Yeah.
And if you saw Zeke and you was like, you know what, I'm ready to take this fall. You got to do a better job though. Like the only way I feel like if you flopped, you got to break something for a push or a bump. So, and last, my bad, Malachi did bring something up. We got to talk about this because this is one of the funniest things I've seen in like 10 years. This man obliterated somebody he should not have been fighting at all. And give me 1 second. Deontay Wilder, my bad, y'all, destroyed this man over the weekend. I just don't, like, what was the point of this fight? This is the reason why I didn't really want to see the fight in the first place. Because I'm like, he shouldn't have been fighting this dude. When I looked at it, it said it was a fight that they were, it's a mandatory fight because he was the champion and he has to fight somebody. And it's just like, bro, that man was like, what? It was like 2 minutes into the fight, just gone. Man's out.
I think it was like, yeah. It was pretty quick.
So, like, Anthony Joshua, they need to get the Anthony Joshua fight going soon.
How do you, like, I just don't, like, how do you feel about, like, you know, like, just these knockouts? Like, you know, like...
This is what I wanted to be.
You want it to be? You want a 2-minute knockout? You just want it to be over that quick? Don't you want, like, a nice,
two things. I am not the dummy that's paying for this.
Okay.
That's the one thing. I'm just not the dummy that's paying for all this. Because, again, what do y'all... This is two things to me. Boxing and UFC, when people get tired, that shit is boring. I'm not out here for 10th round and they're out here getting points. Because they're out here getting points. Which, I understand a boxing purist, points and all that, that's cool. You want to get your scorecard out like it's baseball and shit. Yeah. Fine. I ain't here for that. I can do that in UFC a little bit differently because I understand the ground and pound game a little differently. But in boxing, like, nah, man. I'm here for the knockout. I'm here for the home run. And but the other flip side is that y'all charging like $100 for these fights, and everybody out here like making it like a party, and then they get knocked out in 2 minutes. I understand there's prelims and shit, but y'all don't care about that. Y'all don't care.
Like,
y'all are just getting drunk for the main event.
Get out of the event.
If the person that was holding the event was rooting for the nigga that got knocked out, then y'all probably gotta leave. And shout out to Dominique Breesley, because or Brizelli, and your name's wild, bro. But we just gonna call you Sleep, because when you guys slept, it was just. Did you see it, James?
I didn't see it, but I heard about it.
I'm gonna keep talking. I need you to run it back and put it on silent, And when you're ready to talk about it, 'cause before we end the show, I need to know. The people need to know your real reaction to
Only
this.
17 seconds.
Oh no, because again, bro, you don't need to see a lot. You just need to see how it ended. Again, this is the first round. Still, you understand? It was the first round. It wasn't 17 seconds in the fight. It was the first round.
I'm sorry, a minute. All right, this minute 17.
Yeah, so they giving you the whole. Yeah, okay. So yeah, they're giving you the whole thing. So like I said.
Oh come on! It already started like a bitch fight. Come on.
All right, well then fast forward it then. Nigga. I'm just telling you, like the fans need to see you for. Oh yeah, you fast forwarded too far.
Damn. Wait, is that it? No.
Yeah, you got fast forward. See. So yeah, you got to undo like yeah, you good? Because right after this is where it goes down. You're gonna see this man's life change right in front of your eyes.
Damn.
Yeah. 1 round. 52 seconds left in the first round.
Wait, what, is that it?
Yeah, bro, he's out.
I thought he got up.
That's way after 10. Yeah, they called it.
Shit, he got knocked out. Damn. Yo.
Told you.
That was it. You fucked up. Yeah. That was too, like, that's 50, like, you're there. Like, okay, hey, the fight's not going to be over, and I'm just going to grab some popcorn, all right? I'm going to grab that, anybody else want a drink or something? I'll be there, and knock out. And it's like, what?
You get back, like, think if you had to, like, make a store run, come back, everybody's walking out. What's going on, bro? It's got all the shit. Oh, yeah, you got knocked out.
If you're old enough to know the Mike Tyson days, you know to get there early and not to move.
Yeah.
Are we calling him? Well, yeah, it was 13. We calling him like the new Tyson though?
Oh, I don't know about that.
7 in a row.
Yeah.
Oh no, his knockouts is. I think he's like 28-9 or 28-0 with like 27 knockouts or something.
All like first round.
I don't think they're all first round.
Okay.
No, I was just keeping it real. I wasn't like I wasn't.
2 rounds to be in that little Tyson-esque area. Like,
Let me see real quick. Oh, here it is. Total fights 42, 41-1, 40 knockouts, 1 draw.
all right, so I ain't saying he had beats 40 knockouts. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
But if they were,
But again, the opponents might not be up to this far. Because that's the thing with I'm gonna use.
Tyson's wasn't either.
No,
Jerry Curl that went down in like 8 seconds. That's all.
that's true. That's true. Because that's how I feel about like I'm a Triple G fan, but everybody's like Triple G don't be fighting people. I'm like, bro, he's from Kazakhstan. I don't know who the fuck he's about to be fighting, but he's knocking all these niggas out pretty impressively. Like it looks pretty fucked up when he hits these people. I'm just saying that. Like when I see that, that's all I care about. I can't be. If you chose this life and you getting knocked out like this, it's your problem. You're right about that. Yeah, some of the people that was fighting Tyson looked scared when they got in the ring though. That's the difference. If you like, I could deal with you getting knocked out and you didn't look like a bitch when you walked in. Most of the people that was fighting Tyson, you look those videos and Tyson walking in the ring and them people, they didn't want it.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't want it.
They were like, we just going to get a check and we just got to get knocked out. Put your hands up. That's it.
That check ain't worth it to me. Between that and cauliflower ear, it ain't worth it to me.
Oh, yeah. That shit's like for real.
It don't go away. So,
I mean, you can get that surgically, done. But, I mean, I don't know if you'll have that money.
if you're getting hit in the head like that, you better.
No, I mean, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you better either be good enough or you do it or...
That's my point, bro. Like, how long does it take the average person in, like, those sports to understand, I'm not going to get here? Like, 'cause I'm think about the people that make it to, like, the top levels of boxing and UFC, but get, like, go 1-5, and that's it. Like, so you went this hard, and then you found out, well, I was the best in my area. I got up to the top, and that was it.
You were you fighting just a few drunk people, like, you just...
Like, that's where I'm like, wow. Like, 'cause there are people that go, like, that are better than the average human being, but get to the point where they're not better than, like, That's true. Kimbo did get that.
Kimbo I thought he's still good, though. He was
good in the backyard.
Yeah, he tried Kimbo was like that. We thought Brock was going to be like that. Brock went up there and got choked out in, like, his first fight real quick. Then he had to figure out how to, like, really do UFC. He's like, oh, this ain't WWE. I gotta really do this. Okay. He ain't gonna do that twice. I think he had like his first match was like 17 seconds. It was like 17 seconds, quick submission, and it was done. And UFC, I'm sorry, like that might be the most boring way to have a quick ending to a match, but that also is like, hey man, you better go practice.
Yeah.
So before we get out of here, gotta let y'all know we're still doing promo. We're gonna be back at DJ's on 18th in the South Side real soon, but we got to get everything up. We're trying to get a fan base out there, bro. We're trying to get a crowd and get everything started. James, let them know what you expect going on there.
Oh yeah, we're gonna be having interviews, and then we're always gonna have the taste test. you know, and then we'll always cut up with some sports talk, you know.
I'll be on Carson all next week.
And yeah, we'll be down on Carson promo and stuff next week, getting stuff live. And also, check out our Facebook page over the weekend. And please always remember, I have the Unfiltered Snapchat where I will be doing our stuff. We'll be on the road this weekend, doing stuff with the Mini Spom Squad, doing some live stuff, getting some cameo work in. And yeah, like I said, check it out. Like I said, peep the Snapchat. It's my personal Snapchat, but I'm using the name for the Unfiltered page, so it's kind of a dual thing.
It's a dope. Alright,
I don't use Snapchat enough to care. Here it is, Unfiltered Sky 99. That's what it is. Full thing.
Alright.
So check it out. Check out the Instagram pages. You know what the Instagram pages is. Y'all know what the Facebook pages is because they're on the bottom of the screen. We know that. So we will see y'all throughout the weekend, and we'll get y'all next week down Carson Street. And we'll give y'all Facebook updates for that. Y'all know that. We'll see y'all later.